Right, can I start you off in the front? Feet hip distance, just roll the shoulders back a couple of times. And then forward from the hips, I'm just gonna reach up, take a big inhale. And exhale, forward, bend the knees. Let's then go down. Any movement you need, I'm gonna swing side to side with generous bend in the knees. Start lengthening the hamstrings. Loosen neck as well. I'm walking the fingertips over to the left side of my legs, left side of the mat. Give my spine a twist. Forward towards the thigh, gently. And then back to the center, over to the other side. Back to center. Inhale into halfway lift, long back. Exhale forward, hug the back of your knees. One more loosening into the neck, turning head side to side. Halfway lift one more time, inhale. And step back into a high plank, please. Feet hip distance, hands shoulder distance. Hold for a breath. Find the core muscles, the straight spine, long arms. One more inhale. And exhale, sink onto your front arm, dropping the knees. Starting with mini cobras, pressing feet into the mat, lengthening the neck, elbows to the back. Inhale, lift head and shoulders. And exhale, bring it back down. Use the top of your spine while you're pressing the feet into the mat. 2 more rounds. Last one. Bring it back onto the mat and sit back into child's pose. I'm tucking the toes straight away, spreading the fingertips and lifting up into downward dog. And paddle out. Take them slow. Make them a bit longer. Side to side as well. Big movements here just to mobilize everything. Just to lengthen everything. Walk the feet to the front of the mat. If you can keep the heels on the mat, that's great. If not, let them come off. Feet hip distance once you're there. Inhale into halfway lift. Taking your time, lengthening the back. And exhale forward. Bend your knees and sweep up with a flat back. Reach up on the top, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do a couple of side bends here. Sweep up again. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Pull it to and across to your left. Inhale back to center. Pull the left wrist high. Exhale across to your right. Back to center. Stretch up, tall inhale. And exhale, forward fold, nice and slow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, step or hop. You have the option to drop the knees. We are circling into the wrists, or keep off the knees as you circle your shoulders to the front. Inhale one way. Exhale, other way. Feel free to round the back. As long as you feel your stomach muscles working, your shoulders, your wrists, but nothing in the lower back. Bring it back to center. Take a big inhale and take it onto your front again. Exhale. Press the feet into the mat again. Inhale into a mini cobra. Hold it on the top. Lengthen the back of your neck. And bring the arms out into a cactus shape. Keep pressing feet into the mat. Hold. Back extension, turning and working the top of your spine. Just for one breath, I'm reaching the fingertips towards the front of the mat. And then bring the arms back into cactus. Hands under your shoulders and release it onto the mat. Tug the tailbone, inhale. Going through child's pose and exhale, find downward dog. Bit more paddling if you need it. Find static stretch. Long arms. On your next inhale, leave the right heel behind you and let's open the hip on the top. As you exhale, stack and pull the heel to your bum. Bend the right knee. Straighten the left elbow and hold that stretch. If you can point your right knee up to the sky, but keeping the left elbow straight the entire time. Inhale, level the hips. Exhale, bring the right knee to your right tricep. Or see if you can push your right knee past on the outside of the right elbow. See if you have a press up in you while you're in that position. Bending both elbows. Push back into three-legged dog. Push the right heel high behind you. Take a big inhale. My hips are square at this point. Exhale, bring the right knee across to your left elbow. Give it a tap. And first fallen triangle. Feel free to drop the right knee on the mat. Lift the left arm. Or extend the right leg out to the left side of the mat. Hold it for one more breath. Left hand on the mat. Pull the right knee to your nose again, round the back. Push back into three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, step through between the thumbs. Again, one more tap on the nose is always good. Sweep the right arm to the front, all the way up. And find easy twist. Reach right fingertips to the sky. Stack the shoulders. Straighten the left knee. Stay here if you want, or if you're ready, drop the left knee on, tuck the left toes. Drop the right knee out to the side and point right fingertips to the back. Open the heart up. Feel the front of your left hip stretching. Going back into three-legged dog one last time. Untucking the left toes, lifting back knee. Sweeping right hand onto the mat. And the right heel up. Take a big inhale. Open the hips again. Bend the right knee. Think about the wild thing. You might be ready for it to flip the dog. Or stay here and wait for us. Left heel over. Landing right heel behind me. And I'm dropping the hip with the first one. Open the hip. Shoulders up. Reaching right fingertips to the front of the mat. Hold for one more breath. We've got the chaturanga here if you want. Turning into this high plank. You can leave it out. Inhale forward, otherwise exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog, long neck. Pressing feet into the mat. And exhale, downward dog. Good time to take a break if your wrists are naked. Maybe drop the knees into a child's pose or hold a stretch. Spread the fingertips and push your tailbone high. When you're ready, let's do the other side. Lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Open and stack. Pull the heel into your bum. Feel the opening in the hip. Right elbow straight. Let's see if you can point left knee up to the sky. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. See if you can push the left knee past on the outside of the left elbow. And maybe give it a little dip to do press up. Push back up. Three-legged dog, left heel up. Take a big inhale. Hip square this time. Left knee across to your right elbow to tap. And fallen triangle straight away. Or maybe drop the left knee onto the mat. Right arm up. Stack the shoulders. See if you want to extend the left leg out to the side, holding the fallen triangle. Right hand on the mat and bring the left knee to your nose. Tap. Push back into three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step through between the thumbs. Little tap on the nose is always good. and sweep the left arm to the front to find easy twist. Open the chest to reach left arm up. I'm holding easy twist. Right knee straight just to start with. And stay here, drop the right knee on top of the right toes. And point the left fingertips to the back to open the front of the right hip flexes. Open heart up, straighten right elbow. Let the left knee drop out to the side if it feels better. Sweeping through easy twists, tucking right toes, lifting back knee, sweeping the arms around. Left hand on the mat, push up into three-legged dog. Left heel high, again opening the hip, pulling heel to the bum. Stay here a while, thing. Flipping the dog, left foot lands. I'm landing the right hip as well just to prepare. And then put the hips up high. Open the chest. See what you're ready for, no rush. High plank. Inhale, leave it out. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Dog. Just take one more breath here, and I am taking the weight off your wrists, I promise. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, yogic squat to stretch out the hips. Wide feet, heels flat. Chest up. Pressing elbows into the knees. I'm circling wrists. Maybe extending the fingers, making knuckles a few times. Fist. It's called a fist. Long neck as well. Loosen it. Hands flat, bum up. Feet hip distance. Inhale halfway. And exhale forward. Let's then go down. Stretch those hamstrings. See how far you want to reach. Give it a gentle pull. And make sure you're breathing. Make sure your neck is not under tension. Take a few deep breaths. Come up slowly. Bend the knees around your back. Sweep the arms up on the top. Inhale. Exhale as the heart center. Let's stretch the back of your shoulders. Eagle. Right arm on top of the left. I'm hugging first, dropping the chin, opening the back of the shoulders between the shoulder blades. Rhomboid muscle. Stay here or carry on with the arms. Tangle them together. Left fingertips meet the right palm. Release shoulders away from the ears. I'm pushing both elbows across to my left. The hips are looking to the front of the mat. Back to center. Over to my right. Keep your hips pointing to the front. Back to center. I'm lifting the elbows. Squeeze the glutes if you want to give it a slight back bend. Come back to center. Let's open the arms. Remember the right arm was on the top. And I'm interlacing the fingers in the back before I'm doing the other side. Loosely first if you want, or you might be able to press the heels of your hands together straight away. Long arms, long spine, slide tuck in the pelvis, and open the heart up. Release, and eagle pose the other way up, but left arm on top of the right. Hugging first, slouching, chin to chest. Starting to open the rhomboid muscles between your shoulder blades. Straightening the spine. Right fingertips meet the left palm if you carry on tangling the forearms together. Release shoulders away from the ears. Both elbows are pushing to my right. Pointing hips to the front. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Back to center, inhale. See if you want to lift the elbows. Squeeze the glutes if you want to back bend. Move to the front and release the arms, interlacing the fingers in the back again, just to open the chest. See if you can press the heels of your hands together this time. Lengthen the arm, the neck, and the lower back by tucking the pelvis. We're going to fold in a sec, but first, draw the shoulders away from the ears and drop the left ear to the left shoulder, just to feel the stretch in your neck. Back to center, over to the other side, the right ear to the right shoulder. Center, and now let's fold. Open the heart up, inhale, bend the knees, exhale, fold from the hips. If it's too much, feel free to release the arms. I'm going to hold it for a couple more breaths, keeping a generous bend in the knees and focusing on the opening of the shoulders. Check your neck as well, no tension. Release the hands onto your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, high plank, please. Hold it for a breath. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, push your weight forward, elbows pointing to the back. Exhale, sink onto your front. Stay there. Stick the arms to the back. Let's do the locust. Thumbs out, palms facing the mat, lift head and shoulders, squeeze shoulder blades, lengthen the neck. Tailbone to the back of the mat, tucking tailbone. Squeeze the glutes and lift the legs. Giving me a full back extension. Lengthen the toes to the back of the mat. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the front. Bit more squeeze between the shoulder blades. Bit more lengthening in the arms. Take one more breath here. And release it onto the mat, hands under your shoulders. I'm tucking tailbone first. I'm not doing a press up. Inhale, sit back into child's pose and stay there. So we can do one more back extension into camel. See if you want to tuck the toes under, because this is the first round. You might want to be on the safe side. I'm coming off first to engage the glutes, to lengthen the spine, open the shoulders. You can always keep the hands on your lower back and squeeze elbows together, or take it further. See what you're ready for. You've got about 3 breaths. You can always keep it a bit more of a movement. Anything you've got. Try and bring the hips back above the knees. I'm taking one more breath. Make sure you come out of the position safely. Find child's pose. Fingertips are spreading, tucking toes, drawing belly button in, finding downward dog, and taking a breath there. Move if you need to, or hold it static. We are going from the beginning of your flow and adding to it. Inhale, lift the right heel. This time keep the hips square. 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the elbow, push it past the right elbow on the outside and see if you want to give it a little press up. Push back into 3-legged dog, inhale, keep the hips square. Exhale, right knee across to the left elbow and straight into fallen triangle. But first, I'm going to keep the elbow and the knee squeezed together, left heel over. I'm giving it one more squeeze. And now I'm opening into a fallen triangle. Option here to double wrap the right leg, knees and the foot around the calf and bend the left knee. Going through fallen triangle, I'm hovering the right foot. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee to your nose and put the left hand onto the mat. You have the option here to hold while the others are pushing into a 3-legged dog. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, step the right foot through between the thumbs. Finally. Straightening the left knee, sweeping the right arm to the front, all the way up. Easy twist to stack the shoulders, and again, stay here. Or point the right fingertips to the back as you drop the left knee. And you might be ready to pull the left heel onto your bum and give it an extra quad stretch. Open the heart up. One more breath. You can always leave this out. And I'm sweeping through a side plank, untucking the left toes under, Sweeping right arm up all the way to the front, and imagine you're sweeping the right leg to the back into side plank. Feel free to drop the left knee, or I'm pushing the left leg to the right leg to the back, all the way up with the right fingertips. And wild thing if you're ready, right foot behind you, and opening the hips up into that back bend. Right hand down, three-legged dog. Right heel up, take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose again and step through. We are carrying on. Sweep up into warrior two. Left heel flat. Sweep the right fingertips up to the sky, and let's reverse it straight away and hold it. Reach right arm up, bend the right knee. Sink into the knee as much as you can. Keep reaching left fingertips towards the ankle. Side angle. Right elbow on the knee, or go onto the inside of the right knee straight away. Left arm up. Keep bending right knee and point it to the front. Revolving half moon. Look to the front of the mat and reach the left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Land the left fingertips a little bit to the left side of the mat. Lift the left heel, flex the left foot, and then reach the right arm up. Right fingertips up to the sky. Standing split, bring the fingertips onto the mat. Maybe frame the right foot. Start lifting left heel higher to find that stretch in the right hamstrings. Drop the head and shoulders. Stay here. We'll bend the left knee, heel onto the bum, left knee pointing up to the sky. And now reach up with your right hand to see if you can grab your left foot with the right hand. No idea where it is, and then push it into your hand. A bit more stretch in the right hamstrings. Release, bring the right fingertips onto the mat, and bring the left foot in line with the right foot. You will end up in a forward fold. Take a big inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Now find yourself on your bum. Make your way in front of the mat. Hop your bum onto the mat. You might want to sit through a squat. You might need to use your hands. Once you're there, left leg in front of you straight. Right foot across for a spinal twist in a seated position. Right hand behind you. Left elbow hugging or pressing against the knee. Take a breath to lengthen through the back. Look over your shoulder. I'm going to have a play with something. Just make sure you can see me and stay in that position. I'm going to untangle. So I'm turning towards the left, and I will end up facing the back of the mat in a downward dog. So I'm turning all the way around. Reaching the hands, I'm pushing off of the right leg, and I will end up in a three-legged dog with the left heel up. So I have a little play. It might not work for you, but see if you want to sweep around and find three-legged dog in the back of the mat. Sorry, turning away from the camera, left heel up. And then once you've done that, find downward dog. And just come back to the front of the mat where you were before, so you need to turn all the way around and come back to the front of the mat. So later we know we can turn around. Once you're there, inhale into a halfway lift and exhale, fold. You feel free to turn around if you know what's coming. Inhale, one more halfway lift, and exhale, step or jump through chaturanga, leave it out and meet me in a downward dog. Let's go. Inhale, cobra upward dog, and exhale, find downward dog. Take a stretch. Take a breath. And let's do the other side. Lift the left heel behind you, three-legged dog, hip square. Exhale, push the left knee past the left elbow. See if you can bend the elbows to do a little press up. Push back into three-legged dog, inhale. Left heel across to your right elbow. Give it a tap. See if you can keep the contact. I'm flicking the right heel over, I'm keeping the contact as I'm turning out to the side, and now I extend out into fallen triangle. I'm hovering the left foot and I'm double wrapping the leg. The left leg wraps around the right and I'm bending right knee. There's a lot going on there. Leave out any bits. Fallen triangle. Right arm up, left foot out, inhale. Pull the left knee to your nose in a high plank. Give it a tap. Hold a contact. Option to push the left heel back up into three-legged dog in full preparation. Take a big inhale. Exhale, step through between the thumbs. Oh. Left fingertip sweep to the front. Easy twist. And I'm straight away dropping the right knee to reach the left fingertips to the back. See if you want to pull the right heel onto your bum. Open the heart up just for a breath. Extra quad stretch. And release. Sweep through, easy twist, left arm up. I'm sweeping to the front, and again, imagine you're sweeping the left arm all the way to the back into side plank. And when you're ready, bend the left knee and pop the foot behind you and find wild thing. Beautiful. And reach, take a breath here. Feel the back muscles, back of your shoulders. Three-legged dog, left hand down, left heel up, sweep it high, inhale. Exhale, step through between the thumbs. Again, tap on the nose is good. And cartwheel up into a reversed warrior. Right heel flat, sweep up, left fingertips to the sky and hold the side bend. Left knee pointing to the front, bend the left knee. Reach the left arm. Reach the right fingertips to the ankle and hold it for one more breath. Side angle, elbow on the knee or left elbow on the inside of the knee. Right arm up to hold, to stack the shoulders, to feel the stretch, to bend the left knee and point it to the front. Revolving half moon, reaching right fingertips to the front. Take off and lift the right heel in the air. Turn the left shoulder up, left fingertips up. Feel that lovely stretch. Standing split, fingertips on the mat, all 10 of them. See if you can frame the left foot and lift the right heel higher. Drop head and shoulders, a bit more stretch in the hamstrings. See if you can bend the right knee and grab the right foot with the left hand as you reach up. Push into the hand once you manage to find it. It's not easy. I have no idea where it is. Then release it off and land the hand on the mat, the right foot in line with the left foot. Inhale into a halfway lift and exhale, make your way onto your mat. Have a little sit down in front of your mat. Once you're there, right leg in front of you extended, and the left foot is pushing across. Left hand behind you. Hug the knee with the right arm or push the elbow against it. Take one more breath to lengthen through the back and exhale, look over your left shoulder behind you. Now again, I'm untangling, so you might want to watch, but you might know what you're doing. So I'm sweeping all the right way around to my right to reach to the back of the mat, well, behind me. My weight is going to be on the left foot. I untangle and I end up in a three-legged dog with the right foot behind me. So have a go with that. Again, you're going from you might have already done it, a spinal twist, sweep to your right, reach to the back and sweep the right leg up. If you don't quite fancy that, just meet me in a downward dog. And then once you've done all that, can you just come back to the front of your mat if you need to turn around and give me a yogic squat and have a little sit down, a little stretch, a little loosening in the neck, and just take a breath here. I think we are ready to put it all together. And as you can see, you will turn away from the camera. I will give you plenty of time in case you want to turn around. Hand on the mat, bum up. Feet hip distance, inhale into a halfway lift and exhale fold. Choose the front of the mat wherever you want to come. I'm not changing a great deal, but it's best to see the first one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jumping through a chaturanga or meet me in downward dog. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Take a stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, right heel up, three-legged dog. Exhale, see if you can press your right knee past the right elbow. You might be able to take off into hand balance. And then meet me in three-legged dog. We'll try it again. Inhale, push the right heel up. Exhale, right knee across to the left elbow. See if you can squeeze it onto the elbow as you turn, finding the fallen triangle. Left arm up, right leg out, extending, and see if you want to double rep. Right leg around the left, bending left knee just for a split second. Left hand on the mat as you're going through fallen triangle. Bring the right knee to your nose on an exhale. Take one more inhale. Good time to push up into three-legged dog or hold the contact and step through between the thumbs. Oh. Sweep the right arm to the front. All the way up. Easy twist. Stay here or reach back for quad stretch. Dropping left knee, heel to bum. Open the heart up for one more breath. And just have a little think. Fallen triangle. I'm talking left toes, right arm up. Sweep the right arm to the front so you can sweep the right leg to the back and then land the foot behind you to open up into fallen triangle. Wild thing, I'm so sorry. Wild thing. Good time to go into three-legged dog or see if you want to step the right foot in line with the left hand straight away. Meet me there. And reverse the warrior. Left heel flat. Sweep the arm all the way around. Right arm up. Bending the right knee in the front. Side angle. Elbow on the inside of the knee. Left arm up. And revolving half moon. Reaching left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Lifting left heel. Right arm up. Now guys, we are going to meet in a seated spinal twist. First, before I'm doing, what's that now? The standing split, I'm bending the left knee. And now I'm grabbing the left foot with the right hand. So I'm not in a standing split. My left fingertips are actually reaching further forward. Now if you're thinking about doing the next bit, you might want to have the left fingertips a little bit closer to your right foot. I'm starting to bend the right knee and I'm pulling the left leg behind me. When you're ready, extend the left leg behind you. It's quite uncomfortable. I'm grabbing the outside of the left foot and I'm pushing into the left hand to sit down into a pistol squat. And I already have that twist there. So find a way to get there. Left leg in front of you. And the right foot is coming across. Once you're there, sweep the right hand behind you and give it a spinal twist. I'm not quite centered to the mat. Look over your right shoulder, lengthen the back. Now you know what's coming. You will end up facing the back of the mat with your left heel up so we can start the other side. I'm starting to sweep all the way around to my left. So I'm reaching behind me. And you should end up in a three-legged dog with the left heel up behind you. Take your time. Left heel up behind you. You're already starting the second side. Take a big inhale. Exhale, push the left knee past your left elbow. See if there is a bend there in the elbows, maybe a hand balance. Lifting right heel. Meet me in three-legged dog, left heel up. Inhale. Exhale, left knee across to the right elbow to give it a tap and squeeze if you can. Turn. I'm extending right arm up, left leg out into fallen triangle and double rep. Left leg around, right knee, bending right knee. Going through fallen triangle. Right hand down, left knee to the nose to give it a tap. Exhale. Take a big inhale, good time to push back into three-legged dog. Or exhale, just step through between the thumbs. Reach the left arm to the front all the way up. Easy twist. Stay here or reach back for the quad stretch. I'm dropping right knee, pulling heel to bum. Open the heart up for one more breath. Wild thing. I'm sweeping through easy twist. Left arm up. Using left hand to sweep the left arm to the back. All the way around into wild thing. Landing left foot behind you. Lifting hips high. Reaching left fingertips to the front of the mat. Option to go through three-legged dog. Otherwise, left foot starts reaching to the front of the mat in line with the right hand. Reverse the warrior. Right heel flat. Left arm up. Reach. Inhale. Side angle elbow on the knee or the inside of the knee. Right arm up. Revolving half moon, right fingertips coming to the front of the mat, lifting right heel. Turn the left shoulder up, find a balance. I'm bending right knee to grab the right foot with my left hand. Push into it first. And now I'm starting to walk the right fingertips towards the left foot. And start bending the left knee if you want to go through the pistol with me. I'm extending the right leg out and I'm grabbing the outside of the right foot and sit your bum down onto the mat. I was going to say with control, it didn't quite work for me. And let's twist. Turn to your left fingertips behind me and press the elbow into the knee, lengthen through the back, look over your left shoulder. You're coming back to the front of the mat, finding yourself in a three-legged dog with the right heel up. I'm sweeping all the way to my right, reaching behind me. Sweep up, right heel up, take a big inhale. And exhale, step the foot through between the thumbs and turn into a wide-legged forward fold. Walk the hands in the middle of the mat. And fold towards the mat. Give it a stretch. Micro bend in the knees. Reach the hands as far as you want, maybe the back of your legs. Side lunge onto your left heel. I'm turning left toes out, walking hands over, sitting down. Finding a stretch, left elbow on the inside of the left knee. Right knee straight. See if you want to point the right toes up or stay higher. I'm lifting chest. I'm bringing hands to the heart and pressing elbow on the inside of the left knee. You might want to open. Left fingertips to the mat, right fingertips to the sky. You might want to pop the right bum cheek onto the mat. Framing the right thigh is always good. Reaching right arm over. Left arm up for a side bend. Reaching left fingertips towards the right foot. These are all options. Have a play or leave it out. And I'm coming back up. Frame the right foot or see if you can push into the right heel to work the hamstrings. Hands back to heart center just for one more lengthening in the spine. And and wide-legged forward fold. One up high. Turn the feet parallel, lengthen your back, inhale, and exhale forward. It's always nicer on the back when you lengthen it. Let's do the other side. Sit into a side lunge onto the right heel. Take your options. I talk you through them, but leave them out if you want. Elbow on the inside of the knee. I'm pointing the left toes up. I'm lifting the chest to lengthen the spine. I'm keeping elbow on the inside of the knee. I'm opening right fingertips to the mat, left fingertips to the sky. I'm feeling back muscles working here. Pop the left bum cheek onto the mat. Framing left foot is left thigh is always good. I'm reaching left hand across to my right ankle, right arm up to the sky, and I'm reaching right hand towards the left ankle to lengthen the right side of my back, my waist. And I'm coming back through. Again, just take the options that work for you.
31 seconds.
One more lengthening in the back and one more forward fold. Walk the hands in the middle, feet parallel. Guys, headstand is an excellent time to do that if you want, or stretch with me. If you're very bendy, you're not doing the headstand, bring the feet slightly closer to each other. You will find it more challenging. And then turn the tailbone up. Slide bending the knees. And see how far you can fold. Meet me in wide-legged forward fold one more time. Walk to the front of the mat, frame the right foot, and just push into a high plank. Leave out the chaturanga if you want, or push forward with me. Inhale. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And listen, this is hand balancing time if you want to practice straddle split. If you want to go from downward dog, this is what I was going to do in your flow, but I don't think we have time to do it one more time. Just showing you again, left heel high. And I'm pulling the left knee past my left elbow. And then see if you want to bend, pop your right ribcage onto the right elbow. And maybe squeeze the bum cheek. See you later, bye. To lift the right leg. Option number 2 here is to extend the left knee on top of the left tricep, because that will balance you out nicely. And it's easier to lift the leg. But again, just be aware of how much weight your wrist is taking. If you just bring the knee past your elbow, that strengthens your core muscles loads. Sorry, I'm tangled up. And I'm doing the other side, right heel up. Option number 1, just tuck the elbow into the inner thigh as close to the groin as you can. Bend the elbows. See if you can give your left glute a good squeeze. Or if you extend the right leg out, that will balance you out nicely. Have a little play. I think Cara knows the option as well. Wink. Yeah. Go on. She's looking at me as if I was crazy. Are we done? Sit into child's pose if you're done. Cara just said back. And she's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Let's do your shoulders, and then we'll stretch out your hips again. Come onto your front. Right arm out in line with your shoulder. Left hand under your left shoulder. Bend the left knee and roll onto your right side. Stretching the front of your right shoulder. I'm shifting the right foot a little bit towards the left side of the mat. It gives me more stability, and try your best to land the left foot behind you. If you need more stretch, left fingertips to the sky, but left thumb is pointing towards the front of the mat. And focus on pressing the back of your hand behind you towards the right side of the mat, rather than trying to interlace the fingers, because I need the external rotation with the humerus bone in the shoulder girdle. Bring the left hand onto the mat and roll yourself onto your front without moving the right hand, just for a couple of breaths. And then let's change sides slowly, bringing the right hand under your right shoulder and the left arm out to the side. Left hand in line with the shoulder, bend the right knee, roll onto your left side. See where you want the left foot for stability. Land the right heel behind you, sorry, that's your right toes. And if you want more, right fingertips to the sky. And maybe pressing the back of your right hand behind you. See how your shoulder feels. Make sure it's a stretch. It shouldn't be painful. Right hand on the mat, bring yourself back onto your front slowly. Leave your left hand as it is for a breath. And then bring both hands under your shoulders without doing a press up, please. Tuck your tailbone and sit back into child's pose slowly. I'm stretching the inner thighs here, bringing yourself back into all fours, and I'm sticking the right leg out to the right side of the mat. See how far you can push it out to the right side. And if your left knee can take it, see if you want to sit back towards your heels. And then once you're there, see if you want to reach the hands to the front. Now, if all goes well, you're actually feeling the inner thighs. If you need to play around with it, maybe the foot closer to the mat, you're not gliding out that far. And then see where that takes you. You might want to slide it out away from the mat even more. Make sure your left knee is happy with all that. Make sure you feel the inner thigh stretching. Slowly start lifting out of the position. I'm stepping back, either sit into child's pose or find a downward dog. I like to move it around just to pedal it out. And then let's go the other way around. I'm dropping the knees under the hips, sticking the left foot out to the side. See how far you want to push the left foot out and sit your bum backwards. Have a play, see where the inner thigh stretches. I'm feeling it in my left inner thigh. You might need to open the hips more. You might need to sit back more. You might want to have the foot closer to the mat. Slowly make your way out of the stretch. Child's pose or downward dog. And while you're stretching it out, or you're just sitting in child's pose, have a think. Quad stretch. Option number 1, going onto your back. Oh, sorry, I'm lying. Onto your front. And doing a quad stretch by grabbing one elbow. Oh my goodness. One ankle. I'm just gonna do it. Or 2. I'm so sorry. Don't know what's happening. Or reclining hero. But that could be quite tough on the knees. I'm trying to sit my bum between the ankles. I'm moving the calf out of the way. You can sit on the block at this point. And you might already feel it. Checking with the knees. And when the knees are happy, the next bit here, that could be quite bad, is when you reach back, you might feel your back. So it's best to tug the pelvis, and that might already give you a good stretch in the quads, in the front of your thighs. Next stage is the elbows. And if your back is still happy with it, see if you want to lay it all the way down, but you don't need to. A scoop in the pelvis is always useful. But just remember going onto your front and grabbing 1 or 2 ankles. If that's a better quad stretch for you, is good. Whichever position you're in, whether you're in your front, on your back, feel the scoop in the pelvis. So there is a tuck. You're trying to decrease the distance between your pubic bone and the chest bone, whichever position you're in. And you should feel the increase of the quad stretch. Make sure there is no knee pain, no back pain. Make sure you do the other side if you've been doing one quad. And then slowly and carefully make your way out of the position. If you're coming all out of the quad stretch from your back, just sit back into child's pose. If you're coming out, reclining hero, please do it in stages. Engage your core muscles first. Come onto your elbow, and then come onto your hand. Keep checking in with the knees, the lower back, and try and do it slowly. I quite like downward dog afterwards because there is a compression in my heel when I do that. So I like to step back and stretch the heels, pedal them. Make your way onto your bum, middle of the mat. I'm crossing the ankles, but make your way there. However you get there. If you have a strap, might be useful. Feet together, forward, forward. Moving the flesh out of the way. Flexing feet, lengthening back, inhale. And exhale, forward. Take a few deep breaths. Take a good stretch in your hamstrings. Take one more lengthening in the back if you feel anything funny in the back. Maybe bend the knees slightly. And relax. Sitting back up slowly. Now, if you fancy going onto your back for a glute stretch, that might be a good idea if your knees are unhappy with the next stretch. Right knee in, and I'm tucking the right heel all the way across, trying to put the back of or the outside of my right knee onto the top of my left knee. So I'm kind of collapsing the knee onto the thigh. You might not like it in the knee. So glute stretch on your back is good. If you manage to get there, keep shuffling the right heel towards the left side of your leg. Take a big inhale and lengthen the spine. And exhale forward again. See if you can reach the strap around your left foot, or maybe your hands to the foot. And let the outside of your right knee drop towards the left knee. I'm taking it a step further. You don't need to. From the same position, I'm sitting up, bending the left knee. I'm tucking the left heel. It's not going to be good for me. The left heel towards the right bum, but not under the right bum cheek. Try and lengthen the spine. And again, the idea is, you can't see that, but ideally, the right knee drops on top of the left knee. I can't do that. So if you need to move around slightly, please do. Take one more big inhale. Keep the right bum cheek flat. And as you exhale, forward towards the thighs. I'm feeling it in the right inner thighs, but mainly the right hip. And a lot in my left hip as well. And sitting back up slowly. Very, very slowly untangle the legs. I'm leaning back so I can release that knot. Give them a shake. And I'm starting the other way around. The left foot tucking in, across. I'm going to feel the difference between the two sides. See if you can lay the outside of your left knee towards the right knee. Lift the chest, inhale, and reach towards the right foot. Using strap isn't always a good idea. Taking it a step further, leaning back, bending the right knee. Heel comes towards the left bum cheek, but certainly not underneath it. Try and tug the feet up. See if you can bring the left knee closer to the right. Check that you're not sitting on the right heel. Your knees are happy. You're lengthening the spine again for an inhale. And see if you can forward on an exhale. Notice the difference between the two sides. Notice where the pain is. Well, discomfort, no pain. And slowly sit back up. Lean back onto your hands. And if and when you're ready, untangle. And shake them out. Finishing with the neck stretches. Comfy position. Might be on your heels. Shoulders back. Ear to the shoulder one way. Change. Back to center. Chin to chest. Big circle one way. Other way. And then lift your gaze, shoulders back, sweep up to finish off inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Thanks everyone. Namaste.